I just read it. Take it loudly. I think better stand up because people can't hear them.
Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to
Jai Shri Mataji to all my brothers and sisters. Good morning. Merry
Shri Mataji.
Christmas.
Jai
Jai
Shri
Shri
Mataji.
Mataji.
जय श्री माता जी।
Jai Shri Mataji.
जय श्री माता जी।
Jai Shri Mataji.
जय श्री
जय
माता
श्री
जी।
माता जी।
Jai Shri Mataji.
जय श्री माता
जय
जी।
श्री माता जी दीदी।
Jai Shri Mataji.
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
Jai Shri Mataji.
అందరికీ క్రిస్మస్ శుభాకాంక్షలు. జై శ్రీ మాతాజీ.
Jai Shri Mataji.
जय
Merry
श्री
Christmas to all. Jai Shri Mataji Radhaji.
जय श्री माता जी। हैप्पी क्रिसमस।
Merry Christmas. Jai Shri Mataji. Firstly, Merry Christmas to all. सभी को क्रिसमस का शुभकामनाएं। आज हम क्रिसमस का शुभ अवसर पर हम सब श्री जीसस का जन्मदिन होने के नाते श्री जीसस के मेडिटेशन करेंगे। As today is Christmas, the birthday of sweet Jesus, let's meditate upon Jesus, Sri Mataji in the form of Jesus. श्री माता जी के नतमस्तक होके वंदन करके बैठ जाएंगे और कुंडलनी चढ़ा के धन लेंगे। Let's all bow down to Sri Mataji, pay our respects, raise our kundalini and put ourselves into wonder. दोनों हाथों में और सहस्त्रार में बहती हुई चैतन्य धाराओं का महसूस करते रहेंगे। Let's feel the vibrations flowing into our hands and also on Sahasrara. Let's see if our Brahmarandra is open and the Sahasrara is opening slowly. And where is our कुंडली? देखेंगे कि हमारा ब्रह्मरंध्र खुल गया कि नहीं, और धीरे से हमारा सहस्रार के सारे पंखुड़ियां खिल रहा है कि नहीं, और हमारे कुंडली माँ किधर है। दाहिने हाथ ब्रह्मरंध्र पे रखेंगे, 7 बार घुमाएंगे हमारे तालू की चमड़ी को। Let's keep our right hand spread, right palm on the Brahmarandra, on the Sahasrara, and let's rotate it, the skin of the scalp, 7 times in the clockwise direction. Slowly, let's raise our hand 2 inches above the Sahasrara and feel the Kundalini Mother in the form of vibrations coming out from our Sahasrara. धीरे से हाथ को 2 इंच ऊपर उठाएंगे और हमारे कुंडलिनी माँ चैतन्य स्वरूप में बाहर निकलते हुए महसूस करेंगे। धीरे से हाथ को और ऊपर उठाएंगे। Let's raise our right hand higher and higher. To the height where we can still feel the whole vibrations of Kundalini Ma on our hand. हमारे दाहिने हाथ को उस ऊंचाई तक उठाएंगे जहां तक हमारे कुंडलिनी माँ का चैतन्य का महसूस कर सकते हैं। चित्त और दाहिने हाथ उस ऊंचाई पर, our attention and our hand at that highest point, and at this point, from this point, let us look down into our subtle system. उस ऊंचाई से नीचे हमारे सूक्ष्म शरीर पे देखेंगे, 3 नाड़ियों को और 7 चक्रों को। परम चैतन्य हमारे दाहिने हथेली से सहस्त्रार पर बह रहा है, देखते रहेंगे। सहस्त्रार को ठंडा कर रहे हैं। The all-pervading power flowing into our right hand is showering the grace into our Sahasrara, cooling it down, cleansing it. Let's watch the vibrations expanding from the Sahasrara into the neighboring all pithas. महसूस करेंगे हमारे सहस्त्रार को ठंडे होते हुए, और उस परम चैतन्य की कृपा से हमारे सहस्त्रार ठंडे हो रहे हैं, और आजू बाजू का सारे चक्र पे उस कृपा बह रहे हैं। चैतन्य रूप में, और सभी पीठों को शुद्ध करके ठंडा कर रहे हैं। महसूस करेंगे You can flip your hand if your right hand is paining. अगर दाहिने हाथ रुक रहे हैं तो बायां हाथ इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं। उस ऊंचाई पे रखेंगे। सारे पीठों को महसूस करेंगे ठंडे हो गए कि नहीं। Let's observe if all the pitas are cooled down or not. Now let's observe the rays of the Paramachaitanya flowing down into our Ajna, into our Vishuddhi, into the two shoulders, the Lalita and the Lalita Chakra and the Sri Chakra. All the three nadis, Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. धीरे से इस परम चैतन्य की कृपा सारे पीठों से हमारे आज्ञा चक्र पे, आज्ञा से विशुद्धि, विशुद्धि को ठंडा करते हुए दोनों खंडों पे ललिता चक्र और श्री चक्र पे प्रवाहित करते हुए सभी को ठंडा कर रहे हैं। इधर से तीन नाड़ियों पे, इडा, पिंगला और सुषुम्ना। Finally, into the Sushumna Nadi, the Mahalakshmi path, the central channel through all the chakras down to Anahata, Nabhi, Swadhisthana and Muladhara. Muladhara into the Mother Earth. मूलाधार से धरती माता। फिर धीरे से चित्त को मूलाधार से स्वादिष्ठान, नाभि, अनाहत, विशुद्धि, आज्ञा से होते हुए शास्त्रार्थ और ऊपर जहां हम हाथ रखा है वहां लेके जाएंगे और चित्त दरेक उस ऊंचाई पे छोड़ के दोनों हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर। From the Muladhara, let's take back our attention to the Sahasrara, crossing all the chakras in between and to the highest point above the Sahasrara. Sastrara, where we kept our hand. And let's leave our attention at that point and bring back our attention to our to that highest point and bring back our hand, both hands towards Shri Mataji. Complete attention on the vibrations. No more thoughts. If any thought is coming, say, not this, not this. Or you can take the deep breath and then exhale out so that the thoughts vanish. पूर्णतया निर्विचार हो जाएंगे. कोई भी विचार नहीं. अगर कुछ विचार आ रहे तो नेति नेति, ये नहीं कहेंगे और विचार को भगाएंगे. या नहीं तो दीर्घ श्वास लेके धीरे से बाहर छोड़ेंगे 2-3 बार और पूर्णतया निर्विचारता को स्थापित करेंगे. इसी निर्विचार स्थिति में श्री माता जी को आमंत्रित करेंगे इस ध्यान चक्र में. In this thoughtlessness, let's invite Shri Mataji into this meditation session. परम पूज्य श्री माता जी कृपा करके इस ध्यान सत्र में पधारिए माँ और आपके सिंहासन हमारे सहस्त्रार पर सहस्त्रार स्वामी के स्वरूप में विराजमान होइए माँ और आपके दिव्य चरण कमलों को हमारे हृदय के पीठ में रख रख दीजिए माँ ताकि हम आपके चरण कमलों का पूजन कर सके. O Divine Mother Shri Mataji, kindly come into this meditation session. Please bless all your children and kindly be seated on the throne of our Sahasraras. And please put your lotus feet into our hearts and also our heartbeat so that we can worship your lotus feet in our hearts, Mother. Let us take the 3 Maha Mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triguणात्मिका Kundalini Sakshat Sri Adishakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Kalki Sakshat Sri Adishakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat श्री कल्की साक्षात श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। धीरे से चित्त को सहस्त्रार से मूलाधार पर लेके जाएंगे सुषुम्ना के मार्ग में। Slowly let us take our attention from the Sahasrara to the Muladhara Chakra through our Sushumna path, the Mahalakshmi path. And let us take the mantra of Sri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Ganesha Sakshat Sri Adishakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha। वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सुमुखश्चैकदन्तश्च कपिलो गजकर्णकः लम्बोदरश्च विकटो विघ्ननाशो गणाधिपः धूम्रकेतुर्गणाध्यक्षो बालचन्द्रो गजानना साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्तिमाताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। Slowly let us raise our attention to the Anahata Chakra, to the left heart, where our spirit is located। धीरे से चित्त को अनाहत पर लेके जाएंगे। बाएं अनाहत पर जहाँ हमारे आत्मा स्थित है। परम पूज्य श्री माता जी कृपा करके हमारे आत्मा को प्रकाशित कीजिए, मां निरंजित कीजिए और हम सबको आत्मा स्वरूप में लेके जाइए मां। और डिवाइन मदर श्री माता जी काइंडली enlighten our spirit and take us all into the spirit form, Mother. Mother, we are all the pure spirits, Mother. We are not this body, mind, or intellect. We are the pure spirits. माँ हम सब शुद्ध आत्मा है माँ। हम ये शरीर मन बुद्धि अहंकार नहीं है माँ। हम तो शुद्ध आत्माएं हैं माँ। प्रातः स्मरामि हृदि संस्फुरदात्मतत्त्वम् सच्चित्सुखं परमहंसगतिं तुरीयम् यत् स्वप्नजागर्सुषुप्तिमवैति नित्यम् तत्ब्रह्म निष्कळमहं न च भूतसङ्गः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्तिमाताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। धीरे से चित्त को विशुद्धि से होते हुए आज्ञा पे लेके आएंगे। Let's take our attention slowly into our Agya Chakra, crossing the Vishuddhi. Let's establish Sri Jesus in our Agya Chakra. Let's make a lovely cradle for the infant Jesus in our Agya Chakra. Sri Jesus, Sri यीशु क्रिस्ता को हमारे आज्ञा में प्रस्थापित करेंगे और श्री यीशु क्रिस्ता को एक प्यारा सा झूला बनाएंगे हमारे आज्ञा चक्र। Let us take the Lord's Prayer here. Lord's Prayer कहेंगे। Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in the heaven. Give us this day our daily bread of vibration. Forgive us all our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptations, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. सात बार हम क्षम कहेंगे। पूरा चित्त आज्ञा चक्र पे। With complete attention on Ajna, let's say Ham Sham. Ham Sham Ham Sham हम शम हम शम हम शम हम शम हम शम ओ अब श्री जीसस का 21 नाम कहेंगे. Let's chant the 21 names of Sri Jesus. First, complete mantra of Sri Yesu Krista. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Yesu Krista Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Sri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Sri Ajna Chakra Swami. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Ajna Chakra Swami Namo Namaha. Sri Surya. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Surya Namo Namaha. Sri Kshama Pradayaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Kshama Pradayaka Namo Namaha. Sri Kshama Swarupa. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Kshama Swarupa Namo Namaha. Sri Kshama Dama Vairagya Titiksha Pradayaka. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Kshama Dhamma Vairagya Titiksha Pradayakaya Namo Namaha. Sri Omkaraya. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Omkaraya Namo Namaha. Sri Chaitanyaya. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Chaitanyaya Namo Namaha. Sri Adi Purushaya. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Adi Purushaya Namo Namaha. Sri Sahasra Shirshaya. Om Tameva Sakshat Sri Sahasra Shirshaya Namo Namaha. Sri Sahasrakshaya. Om Tameva Sakshat श्री सहस्राक्षाय नमो नमः। श्री विष्णवे ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री विष्णवे नमो नमः। श्री विष्णुसुताय ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री विष्णुसुताय नमो नमः। श्री महाविष्णु ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महाविष्णु नमो नमः। श्री अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांड धारक ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री अनंत कोटि ब्रह्मांड धारकाय नमो नमः। श्री हिरण्यगर्भा ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री हिरण्यगर्भाय नमो नमः। श्री पूर्वघोषिता ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री पूर्वघोषिता नमो नमः। श्री ब्रह्मा विष्णु रुद्र सेविता ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री ब्रह्मा विष्णु रुद्र सेविता नमो नमः। श्री पावित्र प्रदायक ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री पावित्र्य प्रदायकाय नमो नमः। श्री गोपालाय ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गोपालाय नमो नमः। श्री कृष्णसुता ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कृष्णसुताय नमो नमः। श्री राधानंदन ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री राधानंदनाय नमो नमः। श्री पापनाशक ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री पापनाशकाय नमो नमः। Let's take one more name. Sri Prakashaya. ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री प्रकाशाय नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। धीरे से चित्त को सहस्त्रार और ऊपर विराट तक लेके जाएंगे। Let's take our attention slowly to the Sahasrara and above to the Virata and become one part and parcel of this whole, the Virata. शरीर विराट के अंग प्रत्यंग बन जाएंगे. और शरीर विराट के अनंतता में लीन हो जाएंगे. Let's get merged into the vastness of Shri Virata. Total thoughtlessness and the doubtlessness. पूर्णतया निर्विचार निर्विकल्प समाधि स्थिति स्थापित करेंगे. चित्त सहस्त्रार पे लेके आएंगे. Attention Sahasrara and enjoy the Niranand of this Nirvikalpa Samadhi state. इसी अनंत मौन स्थिति निर्विकल्प स्थिति का निरानंद और बढ़ाएंगे श्री माता जी के अमृतवाणी आत्मसात करते हैं. Let's increase the joy of our spirit, joy of Sahasrara, the Niranand, in this very silent Nirvikalpa meditative state by listening to Sri Mataji's divine nectarine speech.
I wanted to be with you people on a Christmas day. But it never happened before. And I'm so chanced that I have to be here with you today and on the new year. Something good has to happen, I hope, next year. Some good luck has to come. life's worth.
Can you hear the speech?
No, Didi.
No,
It's
Didi.
not audible. It's not audible.
1 minute, please give me 1 minute.
The whole thing was a very unique thing. It was planned in such a manner that he was to be born in a place which was very humble, because he came to teach us humility. The word teaching in the English language means telling about, talking about. But when I say teach, I mean create, to activate within us humility. Actually, he came on this earth, first of all, to create a space within us, at the Agya Chakra, by removing the hurdles of the ego. He had to talk of humility that time, because Romans were ruling, and they were very arrogant, very crude, uncouth, underdeveloped, we should say, not at all evolved. Like, you can say some of the animals which came into being and were thrown out of the evolutionary process later on, because they were useless, too aggressive, or too big for their size, or some sort of a thing like that. In the same way Romans were. If you see their body, even now, painted sometimes, you find that it was not like a human body, but like some animal. The muscles and all that was very good. There was no softness, no roundishness on their faces. So this ego of Romans affected everyone whom they ruled. Because when you have somebody as an ideal before you, and always people see who dominates them, and such person becomes their ideal. So you start imbibing that kind of a character within yourself. You see somebody who is condescending, you also become suddenly condescending. You see somebody who is very egoistical and tries to show off, you also put up airs. You can see this every day happen, that a boss comes in who is a very, very airy person. Everybody in the office is like that. And that's how Romans affected the people in those days, by creating their own ideals. People thought they are the ideals, they are the best, because they had produced results according to them. They were so powerful, they thought this was the power. And that's why they followed their methods, many people who were not even Romans. Another humbler group was affected because they were hurt. Their ego was hurt. So they became equally violent, in the sense that they were so touchy that you could not say anything to them. They would just come and bark. Frightened. This kind of character is very dangerous also, because that gives you some sort of very bad disease. Can give you leprosy. People develop leprosy with that kind of character. If you develop a barking temperament of a nature by which you just jump at people, nerves become absolutely sort of shattered. And the leprosy is the disease of the nerves. Those people who always keep themselves under such strain and jump at every person who comes along, are very dangerously placed as far as their nerves are concerned. And then a horrible type of virus, you know that, which creates leprosy, attacks these nerves, can attack, because they are very vulnerable, this kind of people who jump whatever. That's why there was so much leprosy. In that small little place, there were so many lepers, because their nerves are shattered. In those circumstances, Christ was born. But he was not only born just for Romans or for anyone, but he was born for the whole world. Because ego had started growing in human beings at that time, and had developed quite a lot as far as the Romans were concerned. And that demarcated the way human beings were going on. So they had to be controlled first of all. And Christ had to come at a time where a balance was. So the first thing that was said about Christ throughout in all this music and songs you have heard now is that peace on earth. He came to create peace on earth. That's only possible when you are in balance. First of all. Secondly, when you are realized. Both things should be there. If only you get your realization and there is no balance in you, there cannot be peace. But peace never means in any way is a personality that recedes, runs away from situations, escapes. It does not want to face the reality. Never means that. Christ is pictured very differently from what he was. He was the strongest personality which you could have, the heaviest man. And he would not stand any nonsense. Nobody could take liberties with him. But he would not himself take liberties with others. Of course, nobody. Extremely compassionate, extremely kind, but very powerful. This is the balance. So he came on this earth to create peace within our minds. On this earth, there is no peace. Why? What's wrong? It's only the human beings are wrong. Where? Within yourself. Who is violent? Human beings are violent to each other. Ego developed subtler ways and subtler ways. Then provocative ways started coming up also from the super ego. Sly methods from the super ego. The conflict started. And at that time, to overcome that conflict, the best thing was to create a space in Agya, in the center, in thoughtless awareness. That's how Christ had to come on this earth. The birth is very, very symbolic. Because he is nothing but Chaitanya, he is nothing but the word, as you call it, Logos. I don't know what all words you have got in language. The Shabda, as they call it, the Omkara. He was to be born in this way because he had no body. And the subtlest of subtle he had to be. Because the work was very subtle, sukshma. That's why he was born like that. It's very poetic to see him lying down in a manger. But look at the King of Heaven should. So now she herself understands. Don't go near that. So the story of his birth was very interesting. That he came in a humble place. Because people were so proud of their money, so arrogant, because of their power that they have. Even today, all the Christian nations are like that. So Christian nation should be so arrogant and so power drunk and think no end of themselves because they are affluent. Think of the Christian nations being very poor. Do you think they would have had racial problems? They don't have racial problems with Arabs. Not at all. As simple as that. No problem with Arabs. They have no race. Arabs have no race. They have money. Money. Those people who hanker after money are only bowing down to money. They have no respect for anything else but for money. Those who have money and think of money are another lot which is going to go out of the circulation of evolution. That's going out already. The second lot is the one which was like Romans. They had a fall, they all finished because they were power drunk. They drank away. Their civilization completely finished off and they are out. You see in Portugal, you will be amazed. It's happening there. The ego of Portuguese was so great, you can't believe that first country is a desolate country. There's nothing now. Big, huge big buildings which you see, and you know they must have been rich once upon a time. And there's nothing left with them except for their antique shops which are never opened. This kind of an ego is again revived. And that revival came up, imagine, in the name of Christ. Imagine. They purchased people to be converted as Christians. They gave them money. It's all money propositions, money enterprise going on. Jews the same, then the Christians the same. He was born in a manger for a little child to be put in a manger by the Mahalakshmi. It's too much. See how symbolic it is. Mahalakshmi. It's not Lakshmi, but Mahalakshmi. To put the child in the manger. No place. We have at least Shaisham Road, Warwick Road, Brahmam Gardens, Mountain Square. But the child was born and was put in the manger. The humblest thing in this world is a manger. The humblest of all, a crib. The highest is put in the manger. So, what do? We think we should also sleep in the manger. We become like Christ. There are people who believe in such nonsensical things. They think that, you see, if they have all the money, they drink, do all kinds of things, you see. I met one man one day who was all drunk, lying near a church, saying, I am Christ, I am Christ. He must have got this idea that he is lying there because he is very humble. This kind of ridiculous caricature of the whole beautiful symbol is followed everywhere. So the arrogant and the egoistical might say that why, if he was the king, why was he born in the manger? Why was he kept in the manger? Everybody will have their own concept. Even there are people in India who are stupid people, not wise, who say that he must have done lots of bad karmas to be born like that. Because to them, karmas give you more money. Means God is not so unintelligent. If you do good karmas, you become men of God. You become seekers. You get the blessings of God by your good karma. You become religious people, not moneyed people who can go to pubs and waste their lives. This is the idea they have got, that by doing good karmas you become rich and become even worse for next life. Some people may believe that. But he never did any karmas. He was in a karma himself. So no question of his punishment and all that, it was just a drama. But very symbolic it is. Now see, a little child put in the manger, no comfort. Can there be a comfort in a manger? Think like that. All the Christian nations are after their comforts. Aren't we? What we think is not comfortable, it should be comfortable. Christians should never seek comfort. That is one of the messages of Christ's birth. If they seek comfort, then they are away from Christ. Because he was born in a manger. No comfort was provided for him. But that doesn't mean that you should assume some sort of a funny habitation. It doesn't mean that also. I mean, I have to tell the other side of it. You see. Copying him is not the way. It's not the way by copying him that you will become Christ, but by imbibing his qualities within you. I have known people who live in a pigsty, but once they get to a better life, they want everything else. So imbibing the quality of humility and adjustment. Humility and adjustment. Anywhere you are put, any time. Very particular about time. If somebody has to come at 10 o'clock and if he has to do a job, if it is he delayed by 5 minutes, he starts breaking all the heavens. Just can't bear it. Can't bear it. 5 minutes he has to wait. And if he has to wait 10 minutes, he is out for a pub. Finished. It cannot be pacify himself unless until he takes a drink. This is the situation of a volcanic human mind. So the peace has to come. How? If you seek comfort, you'll become lazy lumps. You'll sleep off. You'll be lotus eaters. But if you not seek comfort, then peace will come. Because for our own comfort, for our selfish comfort of this body, we torture everybody. The other day only I was telling that only in the Western countries it is so, not in India. If somebody is sleeping even till 12 o'clock, you cannot wake up that person. It's a irreligious act. I mean, in India, anybody who sleeps after 6 o'clock will feel ashamed of himself to be sleeping that time. He'll be apologetic the whole day and he'll say that, oh God, I'm sorry. It's regarded as sinful to sleep so late as 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, any country like that. So comfort has no end. There's no end to it. Comfort crawls upon you. What is comfort? Let us, very simple. In Christ's symbolic life is very deep significance is this. That comfort is nothing but the matter overpowering the spirit. Do you see that point? If you are sitting on a chair, then you can't sit on the ground. If you are sitting on a sofa set, you can't sit on a chair. If you are sitting on a velvet, then you cannot sit in an ordinary thing. Is the matter always overpowering the spirit? And he was the spirit. What does it matter to him? Whether it's straw or anything? It is unsurmountable. Nothing can displease the spirit of these material things. I mean, the matter otherwise will take so. That is the thing one has to understand. That he was the spirit. And if you have to become the spirit, first of all, try to give up your comforts. Lash your bodies a little bit. I'm sorry on a Christmas time to say that. Because he was also lashed that way. If you see on the day he was born, for a mother to put the child in a crib, that was a manger, is too much of a sacrifice. How much you want to do for your children? Dress them up properly, do this, do that. But the child was to be put in the manger, just for you people to learn that comfort crawls on the spirit. We always seek the comfort. This one thing is the message to all of us. If you seek the bath, your room, I must have a bathroom attached to that. Again, comfort. What about my wife? Where is she going to sleep? She'll sleep as others are sleeping. And you will sleep as others are sleeping. Nobody is going to die. Of that be sure. I can assure you. Sahaja Yoga is very hard thing that way. See, very few people die once they come to Sahaja. Some of them should. But they don't. They continue. They go on giving realization. They go on doing everything. Still they continue. They escape all the accidents, escape all the problems, and they continue. But this is a short time which must be used. It's a very, very concrete thing I wanted to tell you today. It's nice to talk of Christ's birth, be happy about it, sing songs, go into a mood like that, but really I tell you, it's a very symbolic thing for all of us to know that he slept in a manger. And the another symbolicism is that what did we offer him? What did this world offer him at that time? The another symbolicism is that they offered him a manger. Are we going to do the same to our mother? This is one thing one has to know. Manger is, after all, is all right. It doesn't catch us anything. It has no left navi, right navi, nothing. It doesn't have all these problems. There are no thorns. There's no agya. There's nobody screwing up into your stomach. Suddenly you feel, oh God, don't want to see. So you are the thistles in that manger, which have to be soft to give comfort to Christ. You have to become so soft and so sweet, so clean and pure, because a new babe is going to be put in the manger. You are the kusha. So Christ, who is the present Christ, today, who is born in you, is to be looked after. Is not the Christ of the Bible, but the Christ of your heart, which is born within you, is to be looked after. Bible is so symbolic that it will take years and years for people to understand it. It's too symbolic for you. But at least you can understand it. But other human beings cannot understand. So one has to only understand through your own spirit. That is the Christ born within you. It must be looked after. Put him in a very soft heart. If you have thistles, he's a collective being. If you affect the collectivity, then he's affected. Look after him. So they say Merry Christmas is enjoyment for joy. Out of peace comes the joy, the light of joy, the happiness. I wish peace for the whole world, for the whole nation. To understand, to give up all the strives, all the false battles for money and for power, all wrong ideas that they are different from each other, and come under the banner of Sajjiva and enter into the kingdom of God, where they are invited with all respect and love. I wish peace to all of them, to all the countries, all the human beings, in their families, in their hearts, with their children, with all of them. Let there be peace. Let their heart emit peace. Let speak with peace. Their eyes see nothing but peace. All this has to change. Tremendous change has to take place. The whole universe has to take a different turn. All that is hatred, hateful, ugly has to vanish, and the peace has to prevail. It is not the peace of the dead, but peace of the living. That has to come out of why. I bless all of you to be the channels of that peace, to be beautiful channels of that peace, to be glorious channels of that peace, to be great children of your mother, who is so proud of you. May God bless you.
जय श्री माता जी। Let us meditate for a few minutes. इसी ध्यान की अवस्था में रहेंगे थोड़ी देर। जय श्री माता जी। लेट्स थैंक श्री माता जी। श्री माता जी को धन्यवाद कहेंगे। श्री माता जी, आपको हमारा हृदय से कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद अर्पित करते हैं मैम। Mother, thank you very much for everything you have done for us. Thank you, Mother. Thank you. Let's all raise our kundalini and put ourselves into bandhan. कुंडलनी चढ़ा के बंधन लेंगे। जय श्री माता जी। Dear brothers and sisters, thank you for joining and having patience during the speech. Merry Christmas to all and
जय श्री
happy
माता
Christmas
जी।
पूजा। जय श्री माता
हैप्पी
जी।
क्रिसमस डे दीदी।
क्या जी बबीता जी?
हैप्पी क्रिसमस डे दीदी।
थैंक यू जय श्री माता जी। सबको हैप्पी
थैंक यू
क्रिसमस।
दीदी। मेरी क्रिसमस
जय
टू
श्री
ऑल।
मैरी क्रिसमस
जय
टू
श्री
ऑल।
माता जी।
मेरी क्रिसमस टू ऑल दीदी।
मैरी क्रिसमस।
मैरी क्रिसमस टू ऑल। जय श्री माता जी दी।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी दीदी।
जय श्री माता जी।